Hi, my name is Alex Smyer, and this is my oral presentation on my educational thinker, Catharine Beecher. I'm going to start off with a quote from Catharine. If all females were not only well educated themselves, but were prepared to communicate in an easy manner their stores of knowledge to others, if they not only knew how to regulate their own minds, tempers, and habits, but how to effect improvements in those around them, the face of society would be speedily changed. So, Catharine Beecher was born in 1800, and in 1816 her mother passed away, which left her in charge of her 8 siblings. This is important to her educational philosophy because from this experience she learned how important women's role in society was. Catharine felt that women were uniquely suited to being teachers because of our natural attributes and because of our maternal instincts, and it was this experience of taking care of her 8 siblings that led her to understand that about women. In 1823, she established the Hartford Female Seminary, and at this seminary she offered a plethora of subjects in her curriculum. This was important because during that time women were not educated in multiple subjects. They mainly learned domestic duties or fine arts or the languages. And so Catharine thought that they should have more education and be more well-rounded, so she offered multiple subjects in the sciences and the mathematics, like algebra. In addition, she also offered physical education at this institute because during that time the prevailing opinion was that women were fragile, and so she wanted to fight that stereotype, so she did offer physical education in order to show that women are strong and can do what men can do. She did move to the Midwest with her father, and in 1852 she founded the American Women's Educational Association to send teachers to the frontier. During this time, around the time of the Gold Rush and when there was multiple land in the Midwest and out on the frontier, people were moving there quickly, but there were not schools or teachers that were there that had been established to teach the students or the children. And so her foundation, she worked to educate and then send teachers out to the Midwest to establish schools and to teach the people, the many multiple growing population there. She did have a fiance, and he actually passed away before they were married. This is important because she did not believe that it was mothers that were suited to being teachers or that were responsible for the upcoming generation. She believed that all women were responsible for this and that had the attributes and the qualities that would make them good teachers. She herself never married after her fiance passed away, and she never had any children. So it was not mothers unique, it was actually all women that were able to teach and to affect society. She also opened the Western Female Institute. However, this institute she had to close due to financial issues. She wrote multiple books and papers and essays. However, the 3 most important and most well-known are a domestic receipt book, a treatise on domestic economy, and the duty of American women to their country. Her lasting influence on education, as you can tell, let me go back to the quote at the beginning. She believed that women should be teachers. She believed that they had the ability to teach and that it was their duty and their role to teach the upcoming generation. And she was a feminist, so she believed that women were just as important, if not more important, than men in society. Women were tasked with raising and educating the new generation, and so she felt that society as a whole was on women's shoulders. And so her lasting influence on education was that she brought women's education, she advocated for it, she showed that women could be involved in things such as physical education, and that they were just as important as men, and that they should be treated as such, and that they could influence society. While she was a feminist, she did not believe that women should have the right to vote because she felt like their role in education and in their family should be the focus. And so she did not feel that women should have the right to vote because of this. She felt like their focus should just be on their family and on education of the future generation, and how to change society and make it better and continue it. And so she didn't feel like they should be distracted by other things. Excuse me. She had the lasting influence that women were important and women should be treated as such. And she increased their education, and she was an advocate for women during her time. Thank you.